think the good thing we always did in the past is that we look to what we have. So to start with that, because it's also good in life, no? To just accept what you have and don't look what you don't have. So that's what we're trying to do. It brought us success in the past. So we try to keep that up, and I feel really happy with that because Cruyff said a long time ago, I'm not even sure if it was Cruyff, but in Holland you say like every disadvantage has its advantage. So with a few injuries, you get young players. You cannot have everything in the world, no? Not at the same time, at least. So you get young players, you get players who didn't play 5 games in a row, but they can show up now. So that's really cool. And as this season is a season where we created already 3 or 4 new teams in one season, what didn't happen a lot in the last year. So it's cool. It's a compliment for our squad. It's a compliment for the academy. And now you want to hear the injuries, no? Yeah, so Dom, Darwin and Mo, we have to really see. We have 2 more days. So today's session and tomorrow's session, and then last minute we will check if they can be there. Would be great, to be honest. And then all the others, I think Jurgen spoke, no? Ali, muscle injury after international break, it will take really time. Curtis Sinus Moses, that's like high ankle sprain. He will be in and around international break. Trent, lateral ligament, he will be after international break. Jot, medium ligament, will be after international break. So after international break means we're not sure.
Obviously, looking at the form at the moment, it's 1 defeat, I think, in 15 in all competitions, and that was against Arsenal, but only 4 weeks after you've beaten them in the FA Cup. What you draw from that kind of experience, given it was only a few weeks ago that you were knocking 4 past Chelsea, and obviously now you've got to face them.
Yeah, but Chelsea, I think, a good final only starts with really respecting and acknowledging their strengths and where to start. Caicedo, Enzo in the middle, really making the game. Enzo is the one, if you let him free, he can play passes everywhere. I think the instability in the beginning of the season, a lot happened there, no? A lot. So how can you expect them to perform straight away? They are growing. I think the manager is doing an unbelievable job. The coaching staff as well, both of it. So, and I think he finally finds his 11, and then you have like one of the best signings I think this year in the Premier League is Palmer, taking him from a rival, a young player, and performing like that. So, and then you have Gallagher, of course, who like proper number 10 from the academy, wearing the armband, no, and he's proper leader, I think. And but he is somebody who's a 10, but gets his shirt dirty as well. So if you let them play and let them fight the players between the lines with Palmer and Gallagher there, who have a lot of technique, and that will be really hard. Enzo dropping. So what I'm trying to say is that the speed as well they have up front when they play out of our counter press. So we will need our full toolbox to defend them. And a good game, that's why I want to start. A good game, a final always starts with respecting the strength of the opposition and defend it with all we have. And that's what we're going to prepare. With only one target, that's giving joy and emotions to the fans. If you want to describe our football philosophy, Jurgen and me and the club, and it's to give joy and emotions to the fans. And I'm really happy that we can give at least the final to start with, and that's what you're asking for, no, in the beginning of the season. Yeah.
So is success having already got to a final, or is success having already got to a final, or is it only success if you go on and win it?
For me, success is growing. I always believe that the team who grows more in the season will be the successful team. So we focus on developing this team. We focus on bringing young players. We focus on even the older ones to make them better with video, with training sessions, with meetings, with emotion, with passion, with and then success, I think, is a logic result of that. So you have to focus on the result because you play against good teams. Look what Luton did in the first half. Huh? But Liverpool Football Club is made for major trophies, no? And each year we should fight for them. That should always be the target. And yeah, that's what we're going to try to do.
Pep,
You know.
what would it mean to this team to actually lift this first trophy of this season? Liverpool have got a fabulous record in the League Cup and it's many guises, but to this new Liverpool 2.0 that's come together so quickly, how could it enable even more progress, build momentum between now and the end of the season if you are successful?
Yeah, but yeah, 95 minutes against a really good opponent. An opponent who last week drew against City in a really special game, I think. Yeah, but it helps, of course, if you. But I think the most important thing is the way we're going to play there. For me, that's the main thing. That if we can play like the second half against Luton, if we can play what you just said, 14 out of 15 games with the style we're going into that game, if these young boys can show a passion, if they can show their personality, we can really show our personality there. Then that's for me. That would be already a good thing. And then the end result, you don't know. No? A lot can happen. We played finals where we lost, where we played really, really well. And we played finals where it was really even. Say Chelsea against Tuchel, where 5 goals got cancelled, I think, in one game. No, we are always close with them. Always, we were always close with them. 11 penalties, but yeah, special games need special performances. So we have to focus on the performance, and special performances need that we lift the stadium. We need the fans. They need to. Yeah. We go for it. Yeah.
You've already hinted at the every cloud has a silver lining aspect of players, and key players, and so many players being ruled out because of injury. But what we saw in the second half, in particular, on Wednesday night against Luton, how much can it help not just the very young players, but the players that are in and around the team, but not playing as regularly as they'd like? How much can being involved in a game like this and playing a key part, how much can that aid their progress?
Yeah, you're completely right, no? You're on the spot side. That's why I like Luton, no? Because you go half time and you see the frustration in the boys, and you see like there's not work, but a lot of good things, even first half, a lot of good things. Only in the last 20 meters, the way we managed the ball against their man marking, it's never easy. But the problem was really in the last 20 meters of the pitch, how we play the last pass, how we create, how we kept the overview, these moments. But the frustration half time, and that we have to calm them down, boys. Like if we do this and this better, everything will be right. Give them patience, give them faith, give them belief. And that's why I was so pleased as well, because you know that game is really important going into a final. What I said, because these boys have to do it for us, no? So they need to grow and they need to find connection with each other. It's different, no? If you play Mo, Darwin, Lucho, or you play Lucho, Cody, Harvey. I'm not saying quality, because all 5 of our strikers scored 10 plus goals already this season. So what I'm trying to say is that football is a team sport. It's about how they work together, and that needs time. And that you can only do that on the training pitch, the meetings, blah blah. But the main thing is the game. When it gets difficult, when you're 1-0 down, how they then start interacting with each other. And that was the most special thing of the night, because they were growing, and it helps if you play towards the cup. So anyway, great second half. And the boys were growing, so these young boys need that, no? And then Bobby Clark comes on, James McConnell comes on, and they show in like 15 minutes what they are all about. And then you think, wow, the last 10 years we created culture in this club. We created some real culture. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Found himself in the team at the moment.
Sorry, who?
Kelleher's found himself
Cruyff,
in
yeah.
the team at the moment with Alisson's injury. Although being the hero in a League Cup final against Chelsea is nothing new to him. He does have the shirt for this all-important
Yeah.
stage in all the competitions. Just wondering how you feel he's developed since you've
Yeah.
been him and how he takes on that added
Yeah,
responsibility.
I still know his first game, Derby away, nobody watching. On a pitch, not the main pitch, no, they put us on like the sixth pitch or something with the white fence. I still know, save a penalty there. And you saw a boy, 15 years old, not an easy situation, and at that time, and have his trial game, and with his feet already impressive. I think he played, I'm not sure, but I think he played on the pitch for many years until he became goalie. So, yeah, we all know about his strengths. I'm really pleased for him, what's happening, and it's for a club as Liverpool, you need two good goalkeepers, and really happy that we have. And it's really special and a compliment for John, for Jack, for Tafa, for the guys at the academy, because we produce some good goalkeepers already, but Cruyff is probably the most outstanding one, and was most complete. He can make match-winning saves. He has this, and he sees the game, knows how to act as the free player, knows when to play with direction, and yeah, and his calmness and his serenity creates as well calmness for all the others. And especially how we want to play, if you want to manage the ball from the back, to find 1v1 situation, to create better 1v1 situations on top, it's really important to have a goalkeeper like that. Yeah. Now, again, culture, own players, it's cool. Yeah.
Carl?
Earlier this week, Manchester United's new investor Jim
Yeah.
Ratcliffe spoke about learning from Liverpool, Manchester City to rotate them in 3 years.
Yeah.
I wonder what you thought about that in terms of bringing this timescale, and also with everything that's happening at the club in the summer, what the basis for this club is to stay ahead of the change.
Is that a compliment from United? That says everything, no? If we get compliments from them, yeah. And about the summer, yeah, nobody can replace Jurgen Klopp, no. But I think the past showed already a few difficult transitions, and what was the most difficult transition inside this club was Shankly saying, "That's me," and then Paisley stepped up, and what I'm trying to say is that Paisley was completely different than Shank. So it shows that we as a club we have to search for someone who wants to grow, who has the mindset to develop. But it's not for us. The owners can make good decisions about that. But I think we did the right thing by announcing early, so the club has real time, and to make this transition smooth. But the past already showed that it's really possible. Look, the best team, say the Guardiola team of Barca, he says out of nothing, "That's me," and then Tito took over, no, and that's the highest win ratio ever. That was probably the most difficult transition in the last 15 years. I was at Porto when Villas-Boas won 4 trophies, Europa League in Dublin, UEFA Cup at the time. I was there already, so championship away at Benfica in the stadium, and then Vitor Pereira took over, and Vitor was completely different than Andre, and became champion the year after. And for Porto, that year was the biggest year ever. What I'm trying to say is that they don't have to replace Jurgen; they have to find a good manager, no, because nobody will replace Jurgen.
You mentioned talking about replacing Jurgen there. Do you ever think about putting your own hat in the ring to maybe be the man of the spot?
Nah, I was really clear, to be honest. I said, so when we had the talk already a long time ago, but for me it was clear when he made it easier for me, no, when he said like, this will be it. We knew in the summer already, like, okay, we are going towards the end of this project. I'm talking too much about me. It's too much about me. We play in 48 hours the final, and then we talk about Jurgen leaving, and well, I understand. So I think as well I give the interview where a lot of answers are in to be honest. But so we spoke. I got the last year's offers. My heart always said yes. My loyalty and my friendship and my respect to Mike and Jürgen said no. So on the moment we spoke, and he said, okay, this is I'm thinking about. I said, okay, that's for me clear. I will go and manage, because we will end this project together. Because I feel it's a project of a lot of people, and I feel that it's the right way to do like this. The club can find a new coach with new elements, with new blah blah blah. So, but I'm excited to manage. I'm excited to go and to find the right club, a club who really wants. But until the last final of the season, I'm focused on Liverpool. I'm not even know what's happening now. That's why we have agents, no? So, yeah.
Well, sorry, Pep, one about
Yeah.
you. I mean, you've come from the academy to obviously
Yeah.
assistant manager, and you've seen the fruits of the academy, and when you were the other night, and you've got games down to being on to 18, you know, to only made his debut on 21s at the start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
How proud are you of the progress and the state of the academy you are leaving
Yeah.
in the summer, and what's coming?
Yeah, the dream was to prove the world that it's possible even on this level, because in the Premier League, and not just to prove that you can bring young players, but you bring young players and win, because the academy is created to win, to bring players who can win you games and can win you trophies, because Liverpool Football Club is about this. So yeah, I'm really proud. I always believed in it, and how I said it now a few times, we really created culture that this one club mentality, that from a young age we play in a certain way. When we have scouting meetings, we know what's in the second team. If we have to buy a right fullback, yes or no, then we show big balls to go for the academy player. We have a loan manager in place for all these years who can control at least the uncontrollable. We try to. It's not easy, but like you really focus on this, because some players just need a few more years or a different experience. Then you have players who can just come in. So everything was based about creating culture, like stability. Okay, we want to play this way. We believe in this. Compliment, I think, for Vitor Maat, we have an elite development role who just focus on the young players. We have Barry Lutus as under-23 coach, who came from the under-12s. When I was starting at the academy, he was the under-12 coach. He's now the under-23 coach. So he's promoting from that. They have Alex Ingeltorp, who was as long as Jürgen, or longer, in the club. So that's what probably Man United is mentioned. I mean, this structure, this culture, and that takes time. But you need good people to believe in certain processes. And when the difficult decisions come, that's where you have to make the difficult decision, or not the decision where you believe in your own. And I think Conor Bradley is a prime example. Trent Alexander is a prime example, and so many. Queef is a prime example. That creates a healthy club, and that creates that 200 young boys who are training now there every day, Scousers, who are 10 years old and wear shirts, and that they dream and that they hope, and that's down to the, not as much the academy director or the first elite development coach, but that's down to the manager in the end, because you can have the best academy in the world. In the end, he has to trust them, and he needs to create space in the squad, and he needs to make all these decisions, because in the end he wants to win, and the players, yeah. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Johnny, last one.
I think since the announcement, you've had 6 games, won 5 of them. And I think a month ago there was a fear that it could have been a distraction. And that hasn't happened. Have you talked about that as a group? Do you think that has brought everyone closer together, maybe even provided a bit more focus to ensure that this year ends?
I think you underestimate our squad. The personalities in it, they've been through a lot already. say, recent history, but also how they grew up. A lot of these boys had to show character from a young age. Not everything went easy for them. You guys know better than me, but a lot of us get a lot of criticism. So we grow with this. It only feeds us. So and all these boys, they know how to deal with it. They're not kids anymore, and they have a lot of passion for this club, a lot of love for this club. I think they all want to do the same. Jürgen was good. I think he said, like we said, we sign a 1-year contract each season. So this 1-year deal together with us, and we try to fight but we never make it more complicated than it is. And I like that. We just, okay, the next game, that's our final. I know it is a final, so that's good. But let's give everything to win that one, everything on this planet, and try to give joy and emotion to the fans. And it's not much more than that. And we look what we have. But yeah, Virgil van Dijk, captain, Robertson, all these boys in the leadership group. Then talent who are probably the 24, the 25-year-olds who just want to win. And a lot of these boys, they didn't win nothing with Liverpool yet, so of course they give everything, despite the manager says that he's leaving. So now we are stable enough to deal with it. That's what I thought before, but you never know. But I agree, yeah, that's of course in the back of your mind, it's like, oh. But again, yeah. I trust the squad enough. We trust the squad enough that they could deal with that. Yeah.